J Scott TV, what that? Meadows, what that? Paid in full, what that? Yeah.
About to interview with Fresh Tarkanian. We out here. Kid J Scott TV.
Folks say my granny house, saying what's up to my granddad. He chillin', bumpin' BB King in the middle of a heat scorch. I'm a heat torch. Matter of fact, nigga, I heat force. Turn a great white upside just to feed seagulls. What's a pit to a beagle? Say a lion to cheetah. I don't need 100 niggas just to kill a gorilla. I skin animals, shit. I beat up mammals. Just in case you niggas aliens, I'm in my beat. You bastards say you wrote this getting stepped on. Lasers for the Teflon. God stays for vamps and it's God for the catacombs.
J Scott TV.
Kid J Scott TV. We got one today. Oh, Freshington. Silas Cream. The long-awaited interview. I'm here with Fresh Tarkanian.
My dog. Yeah.
How you doing today, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm good, my man.
Yeah.
We just got out of a live recording studio. You killed it, man. You got a fire song coming out, my man.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go back. We're gonna start with the basics because this is gonna be a different audience.
Okay.
So, who is Fresh Tarkanian?
Damn.
How did you come up with the name Fresh Tarkanian?
Oh, that's cool. That's a good question. I ain't never actually answered this on camera, so.
Exclusive. Kid J Scott TV exclusive.
This is fact. So, as you see, like, I got the tag that says Fresh. And it got, you know what I'm saying, the little dots in between it, you know, the little periods, but it stands for freely risking everything, self-happiness. You know what I'm saying? That's what it all, like, generated from. Then I got my boy, shout out to my boy Ronell. One night we was getting high as hell, I ain't gonna lie. We was getting high as shit.
Like
and then he was like, bro, you should put something behind your name. And he was like, if you're doing something and you want to be great and you want to, like, I guess give the city an image of what you feel that you represent for not only yourself, but for the city, as in being somebody that's like, if you want to be big or if you actually want to make it in something, he was like, you need to put something behind it. So I was like, oh, word, okay. And I was like, nigga, what do you feel that I should put behind it? So I ain't gonna lie, he said, bro, you know, Jerry Tarkanian, shout out to Jerry Tarkanian, you know what I mean? Jerry Tarkanian, he was like, is a staple for the city, you know. Not only did he win in this city, you know, he won big. On top of that, he was like, everybody knows his name. He was like, so if you wanted to live up to something in the city of Las Vegas and like not only represent behind what you come from and what it is that you do, he was like, bro, you should be Fresh Tarkanian. So
that's fire.
That's literally where it started, and it literally stuck. I ain't gonna lie, at first I wasn't with it. I was like, and then this nigga was like, he's like, yeah, what the fuck is you gonna talk? Like, Fresh East, Fresh West, nigga. He was like, just go ahead and do something different. So, yeah, shout out to my boy Ronell.
I'm glad, man. I never knew that. I just thought, because, you know, we went to high school together. We was always fresh, so I never knew the Fresh actually had, like, a meaning behind it. So that's very fire.
Oh, thank you.
When did you actually start rapping?
16 years old. Thank you. 16 years old. Shout out to my boy Chris. Shout out to my boy Angel. I honestly wasn't like into rap like that. Like, I loved rap music, don't get me wrong, and everything that I listened to. I was literally into jazz, I ain't gonna lie. I was into jazz, bro, because I love sound. A lot of people, when they hear me and they hear the beats and everything that I select, they sit here and they're like, they don't understand why I select what I select. But I usually listen to jazz, bro, because I love instrumentation. And hip-hop was like something that I also came upon, loved and shit, loved doing and all that. So then I never took like rap as something that I wanted to do myself. One day I was in school, they stopped me, and they was like, bro, they saw something in me that I guess I ain't never seen in myself. Like, I used to listen to songs, and I used to change words around and shit. I didn't really freestyle or nothing like that. I would just do little, minuscule shit, like, and I feel like somebody can put, like, a different word somewhere. Somebody can, like, change a beat by the rhythm of their voice and shit. That's what I would listen to. So one day they stopped me coming out of the cafeteria, And they told me, they're like, yo, come to my boy Chris' house. My niggas rapping and, you know, we doing music and all this other shit. So I literally sat in on a session with them at my boy's, like, literal house in the room. And he was sitting there just like, all of them just rapping and shit. I literally wasn't into rapping. Like, I love seeing it, love hearing what they were doing, but I wasn't into it. And then after that, like, both of them, Chris and Angel, you know what I'm saying, they was like, listen to some beats or something. If something come across you that you feel that you should write to, go ahead and write to it. I'm like, all right, word, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I literally was listening to some of the beats that my boy Chris made. I'm sitting there listening. I was like, yeah, that's cool. But it wasn't in me, you know what I'm saying? And then he had a little folder that said, like, that shit literally said classified. I kid you not, that shit said classified. He went out, got his food. I clicked that folder. He had a beat in this folder that literally was just like, I don't know, man. That shit connected with my soul. And I was like, damn, I can do something with this. So I literally made a hook while he was grabbing his food. He came back and he was asking me, and he's like, yeah, bro, if you feel that beat and shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he was low-key upset that I found the classified folder, no lie. But he's out here, yeah, hell yeah. So he was like, bro, you fuck with a beat, all right, cool, just take that home, I'll send it to your email, blah, blah. And I told him, I was like, bro, I already got a hook to it. And he was like, no shit. And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, so just come back tomorrow. Just come record what you got tomorrow. And then literally recorded the next day, bro. And I swear, like, when I played that shit in my car, the whole thing that resonated was I can literally say what I want on this microphone. Can't nobody take this shit away from me. Can't nobody tell me how to do me. You know what I mean? So that's literally where it started.
So
16.
perfect segue, because you talked about the jazz background. We just talked about your sound. So someone who's never heard you before, how would you describe your sound or your music to a person who's never heard you?
I would say, first of all, I would use the word eccentric, because being from Vegas, like, we got to hear, like, all kind of different music, being that, like, we got, like, tourists and everything, and then the Strip is so based upon everything around the world, so you get to hear different sounds and everything. So I would say eclectic, but if I'm comparing myself or, like, giving you something to where you can listen to, I would say, like, Big Sean, Drake, fucking, like shit, Ja Rule, but I also got hip hop and shit. Shout out to Gangstar, you know what I'm saying? Because Gangstar, rest in peace, is like somebody that I used to listen to and really like I don't know, like shit that he used to like really rap about. That's what resonated with me. So I would say a mixture between all that, a little bit of hip hop, some R&B, some smooth jazz. You're gonna hear eclectic sounds, bro. Like, I'm new, I'm different. It's new age style. Like, all my shit is, like, every time I upload music, that shit is under new age, because I feel like I take in everything and I can put out everything. So,
That's great.
I don't know, new age, man.
When was your last interview?
Ooh, shit.
Because it feels like you've done this before. Because my next question was actually going to be, who was your influencers? But if you can narrow it down to your top three, who is your top three biggest music influences?
Biggest music influence, I'll say Tupac, DMX, Nipsey Hussle. But I'm going to go with 4, and I'll be Ja Rule, and then the 5 is Drake. All because... That's
crazy. Wait, because they're going to kill you. The comments are going to kill you for Ja Rule. So can you elaborate on the Ja Rule?
Okay, so Ja Rule, I've explained this to Nietzsche. I've talked about this a million times. Like, Ja Rule was a person that when you heard him, like when you first hear what he's doing, if you don't understand it, you'll dislike it, right? But if you understand that he took his voice and he used it as an instrument, as into putting his voice together on an actual beat, and they manipulated his voice into a sound that also bounced to people to where it's a wave. It's sonically a sound. Like, and if you understood what he actually did, it's like that resonates. That did for me, because that showed me that, okay, I don't have to say in a certain tone or I can actually manipulate my voice if I have different tones, like how singers do. Because singers have different tones, just like when you play instruments, you know, they got different keys. So if you can sing in a different key, you can harmonize in a different key, or you can rap in a different key. You can change the actual trajectory of a song. So he was some person that did that for me. That's why I say like Ja Rule, because that literally opened my mind to something that can actually translate into music in a different time. And then the person that piggybacked off that, to my opinion, is Drake. When Drake came out, people didn't know how to take that in. They didn't listen to Drake, and that shit didn't hit. But then they turn around, they're like, they see all these women vibing to it. So it's like, if you understand, like, all right, this man is literally using his voice as an instrument to go with beats, you know, and harmonizing in certain pitches, and then taking certain pockets to where they're even changing the beat and putting the beat to the voice, as opposed to you hearing the beat and you're changing to the beat. No, like, they're literally changing the different octaves of everything because of the way that they can manipulate their voice. So that, to me, put me on a different mindset of understanding how music was progressing and where it was going, because you can segue into like 50 Cent. 50 Cent started, like, I don't want to say copying or anything, but it was like emulating. He made Ja Rule, like, made fun of him type shit. But then not only did he make fun of him, he made a #1 sound. Like, that shit's crazy. You don't get that shit like that he did with G Unit and shit with Joe. Like, these are literally harmonizing. Like, this is literally melody. That's not hip hop. That's R&B. You know what I'm saying? And like, when you get to mesh the shit, that's pretty much what you get. Like Tupac, Nipsey for his fucking like mindset. Tupac for his presence and the like fear, ferocity and shit. Like, I don't give a fuck mentality, but Tupac was also somebody who was smart, you know, went through a whole bunch of sections of life. So, I mean, that's it. Another 6 is Ludacris, bro. Like, Ludacris was on some other shit.
Bro. I love that. I love that you mentioned Ludacris, Ja Rule, a lot of different artists that do different cadences, voice fluctuations. Yeah. So now I want to ask you about your writing process.
Okay.
Can you go into detail about your writing process? Maybe how you write, how you get in the zone.
Okay. I really listen to a beat that I come across. It first has to be something that's feeling wise. I say all the time, I'm a mood writer. Like, it depends on my mood, on what I'm feeling. So if I hear a certain beat that has a certain like sound that literally meshes with like my soul, like, I'm sorry, but that's how I feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I hear a beat, I'm like, oh, I gotta do this shit. Like, then I hear different, like, I ain't gonna lie, I hear like a million fucking voices in my head. Like, when I hear a beat, it's different tones, it's different sounds. So, like, I don't start writing to a beat until probably after the fucking like 60th time. Excuse my language, I ain't trying to cuss and stuff, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the 60th.
5 minutes, we passed monetization, so you can say whatever now.
For sure, but like, I have to listen to a beat a lot, like, and then when I hear something that I know that sticks and it feels right, that's literally when I start taking off, and I'm like, okay, like, I go bar like for bar, and then.
So do you always write to a beat, or do sometimes you write a cappella, or is it always to a beat?
No, it's a cappella because it's always in my mind, and then after that I spit it out loud, and then I'm like, yeah, I gotta write that shit, and I literally, I'm by myself, and then I like write it verbally. So I'll say it out loud. Okay, I got that. Boom, write that shit down. Then boom, write that shit down. Like, I can freestyle some shit.
Yeah.
Done that shit a million times. Freestyle is amazing. I love it.
Now, when you say write, are you actually old school, writing it out in a notebook, or are you just typing it?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm on the go all the time, so.
You got like the voice memo, or you just.
Nah, I type that shit out.
Okay,
like, I literally take out my phone. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I take my phone out and I'm typing. Like I got to. Like, today is obsolete times and shit. We can't sit here and be running around with pens and pads and shit. I wish it was like that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not in the studio 24/7, 365. Exactly. I don't have that luxury, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always on the go. So I got to utilize my phone as a tool. And I know that there's a pad on that motherfucker, so I'm writing on that bitch. Yeah. Facts.
Can you name? I would prefer one, but if you have to do like a top three, what is your top three like favorite bars you ever wrote?
Holy
Where you was just like,
shit.
I wrote that.
Damn,
That's me.
This is crazy. You're gonna have me dig through my fucking library of verses looking at us. Scarlet, red, and gray, nigga, it be rebel time. Blowing on the gooey, nigga, I be devil eyes. Just say the devil eyes, try to give me hella times. Forms of women, nigga, taste the hell about 1,000,000 times. Okay,
Crazy.
Listen. Oh my God, like that whole song. I mean, fuck, that whole song is fire.
What song is that so they can look it up?
Oh, that's the DJ Premier freestyle for sure. DJ Premier freestyle, Fresh Tarkanian. Just look that up. Damn, I'm trying to think. I was like, cause that just always stands out to me. That's like my shit. That whole song is like, nigga, I wrote this. Like, bitch, like I wrote this. But even still, I mean, I can fucking say, damn, this nigga J Scott TV got me on the spot easy right now. I want this shit, like.
Yeah. We don't do no pre-scripted interviews. All just off the top.
I'm trying to think right now because this is heavy. This is heavy shit. Dancing like Michael, gliding in the rain, say these diamonds dancing too, feels like I'm, what the fuck, like that. I got fucking, what the fuck else do we got? I'm so high and drunk right now. This is so unfair.
But my man got bars, so.
This is true. This is
Fresh
true.
Tarkanian. Look him up.
Just
So this is a two-part question, though. Two-part question, though.
Okay.
Where is the most awkward place that you ever just thought of a bar? Like you ever just been in Whole Foods in line and you're just like, fuck. You pull out your phone and just like,
Baby shower.
I got a baby shower. That's crazy.
Baby shower, strip club, the tire shop, Walmart, Walgreens for sure. Walgreens. I don't know why Walgreens is such a fucking spot. Like when I'm in line at Walgreens and I see old people, I'm sorry. Shout out to my old people. I love y'all.
Shout out to old people.
Yeah, hell yeah. There's hella spots, bro. I ain't gonna lie. There's hella spots. Driving though is the number one spot. Like
that's the worst one.
Like driving, like in traffic. Yeah, oh my God, in fucking traffic, man. In traffic, I ain't gonna lie there.
You feel like you gotta write that shit down.
So maybe you don't experience this, but if you do you ever experience writer's block?
Yeah.
And if so, how do you deal with like writer's block? How do you deal with the slump? Like how do you get out of that?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. There was one time that I had writer's block and I was trying to get out of it, and that shit didn't work. And then I was just thinking in my mind, just overthinking. And then I got to the realization that, dog, writer's block is meant for you to just go ahead and take a break, take in life, and to understand what you're going through. It gives you more content to write about. Sometimes you're going to get to a point to where you do have writer's block because you're going to feel like you done talked to your, not only yourself, but everything that you fucking sat here and wrote about. You're going to feel like, I've written this before. And then that just means that you do have to take a little bit of time to yourself, get more acquainted with what's going on, and then that gives you more content to write about. So I had to really like understand that. But that's how I dealt with it. I detached.
I love that answer. I'm probably gonna just clip that part out because it's like a lot of people. I feel like they think like, oh, it's writer's block, but you're saying like at that point, because sometimes you can grind too hard. Sometimes you can just focus too much, and it's like at that point, it's time to go enjoy life.
Facts.
So that's an amazing answer.
Facts.
Question, 3-part question.
Okay.
So, dream collaboration. We're gonna do one with the rapper.
Okay.
One dream collaboration with a producer.
Okay.
And then one with someone who has an alternative genre than hip hop.
Okay. Alternative. Okay. Let's see. Rapper wise, unfortunately they're passed away, but loved Mac Miller. Would have loved to did some shit with Mac Miller, bro. That would be crazy. But as in today's time, Tyler Creator. For sure, Tyler Creator would be dumb. Producer wise, Mike and Keys.
Okay.
Mike and Keys for sure. And then to run that up, I would say The Alchemist. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then different genre. I would have loved to do something with Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse would have been amazing. Adele would be amazing. I mean, Missy's not really a different genre, but Missy would be somebody wild. Morgan Wallen.
Oh,
Morgan Wallen for sure.
I feel like that'd be crazy.
Bad Bunny. Oh my God, Bad Bunny would be dumb. Yeah, there's a million of that.
So this next question, I'm not trying to start any controversy. Maybe it won't start any controversy. Maybe I'm overthinking the question. But how do you feel about the music scene right now in Las Vegas? And also, what separates you as an artist in Las Vegas to like your other Las Vegas peers?
Well, I mean, I would have to be 110% honest. When you talk about, I can't say that we got like a scene. I would say more so that we have a community, and the community isn't together 110%. Everything is always separated and segregated. There's a lot of things that go on, like as they say, politic-wise, but like how I was telling you earlier, like I ain't gonna lie, like rinky-dink stuff doesn't work for us. Like, it doesn't work. I don't know why people finessed us for years and why people sat here and put together stuff for years that never popped nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we were all a real life tight-knit community with the care and the love that used to be in not only music, but in hip-hop and rap and everything that we did, I think we would be a lot further. Because musically, bro, this talent that is out here in Las Vegas is, like, unworldly. Like, we have so many different sounds. We have so many different people. It's a plethora of artists that are fucking amazing out here. Like, and we've all heard them. We've all seen. Shout out to Laser. Like,
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Yeah.
Who is an artist locally that you haven't worked with that you would want to work with?
Like I said, Laser.
Shout out
You know
to
what I'm
Laser.
saying? Laser, shit. Who else? Nigga, Weeze. Weeze, look, Neat's laughing. Weeze. You know what I'm saying? Weeze. Shout out to Rio, bro. I gotta work with Rio. Shout out to Money Wade. I gotta work with Money Wade. I gotta work with Hitman, bro. I gotta work shout out to Hitman, goddammit. Like we got some fire, bro. We got some fire. I ain't gonna lie. Bro.
So what is the love-hate relationship or the trials and tribulations of blowing up locally?
I think the trials and tribulations of blowing up locally is the fact that we have the word locally on it. Niggas get mad that you're local, and I feel like if you are local and people know you local, you should understand that you have blown up or you have risen. So I feel like honestly, for me, there's no point of like feeling some type of way of feeling like you're big locally or anything like that. To be local is beautiful because that means that people fuck with you where you live, where you are, your own stomping grounds. That love is there. There's a lot of people that take a little, asterisk or something. They feel like that's a little chip to be local or to promote that you're locally grown and locally fine. Bro, I think that is the most beautiful thing. The trials and tribulations is that everybody wants to be paid. That's the problem. When nobody wants to sacrifice. Like, I done paid 1 million people, but if you sacrifice, if you sacrifice the payments and you put in the work to actually get the gold, you will get there. But instead, people want to be paid these astronomical numbers for things that they can't provide and they can't do. When it's like, if we just sacrifice that shit, put that shit aside, love what it is that you truly do. If we love this art, if you love this musician, you really want to take it far, that's where it starts, is the love. That's where the payments and everything ends. If you got motherfuckers around you that really are gonna put in 110% and give it 100%. Like, listen, LaRussell, shout out to LaRussell. LaRussell was surrounded by people who gave as much effort into what he was doing. So if you have people around you that give you enough effort and give you enough energy and enough love into what it is that y'all are doing, you will get further. But instead, there's a lot of people that want to be paid first, but they want to take the crumbs instead of actually getting the whole loaf. And if they understand that you can get the whole loaf by cutting off the crumbs, because it's never crumbs when it's family. Like
100%.
But that's how I feel.
So we're going to go left, because I'm obviously going to keep you on your toes.
Okay.
I feel like whether it's Twitch, streaming, podcast, the fans, they want to get to know you.
Okay.
They want to get to know the real you.
Okay.
So what is like a side of you that you care to disclose that fans don't get to see?
Oh, man, I'm a geek, bro. Like, I'm a geek. Like, I like video games, bro. I like chilling in the crib, smoking my blunt, bro. Like, I like staying put, staying out the bullshit. Because, like, listen, I've been all that. Like, I've been in the streets, did all that dumb shit, bro. Like, we're in Vegas. If you really live the Vegas lifestyle and you really done this by 21, you are fucking grown. Like, you are really grown, bro. You done seen it all. You done it all. So, I mean, like, in today's time, bro, like GTA 6, Rockstar, put your boy on the radio. Feel me. Put J Scott TV on the radio.
Y'all got time now. Y'all just delayed it a year. You can get us on Grand Theft Auto 6.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, but that's what I would like to say, bro. I'd like to do that.
You can narrow it down to 5 if you have to, but I want to know your top 3. Now that you say you play video games, top 3 video games, top 3 movies, top 3 TV shows.
Oh shit! Okay.
We want the people to know you.
This is crazy. Top 3 games, of course. Like,
if you have to, sometimes it's hard. If you have to go to 5, you can go to 5.
Okay,
we'll do 3.
OG, GTA, San Andreas. Number 2 would be Ridge Racers on PlayStation.
Crazy. Classic.
And number 3, I'm gonna go with the OG. The OG. What the fuck is what the fuck is my guy's name?
Tony Hawk?
No. Not Splinter Cell, the opposite of Splinter Cell.
Tom Clancy?
Not Tom Clancy. It's my boy on PlayStation. Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, Snake?
Okay, Solid Snake, bro.
Yeah, you could smoke a cigarette in that game, man.
Yeah, that was my shit. All right, movies. This is crazy. Movies.
Believe it or not, this is gonna show a lot about you.
I would say number 3's gotta be Do the Right Thing. Mookie. Number 2, shout out to my niggas, but listen, Raising Victor Vargas. If you ain't never seen Raising Victor Vargas, shout out to Twan and Jay. Raising Victor Vargas, number 2. And then number 1 is The Wood, bro.
Oh, classic.
Yes, bro.
The Wood, baby.
The Wood is my shit.
Felt like that.
TV shows. TV shows, my man.
TV shows. Law and Order, SVU.
Ooh.
Number 2, like right now, today's time, I ain't gonna lie. Live PD got me because that shit hilarious. Y'all niggas still out there tripping. That shit funny. And then number 3, damn, because I don't really watch a lot of TV, but if I'm doing number 3, I ain't gonna lie. All right, this is like, because this ain't on TV. I ain't gonna lie. But number 3 is Brave Wilderness on YouTube, bro. Bro, Coyote Peterson be getting like bit by these animals, bro. That shit be funny as fuck. That's what I be watching, bro.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. And now, because it's my platform, and I'm just crazy sometimes. We're gonna go back into the music.
Okay.
So, what do you want your music to the fans to say about you?
That I would like to, when people take my music in, I would like them to understand that life is always something that you can reach for, and every day that we wake up, we have a chance. So I always want my people, when they listen to my music, that we strive for everything that we want in life. Like, I've been a person that's always been like, listen, I ain't never been picked type shit first, none of that shit, bro. I got cut from teams, bro. I got doubted all my life, bro. Like, I always had to show people something, like, and then after I showed them that I was great at what it is that I did, then they wanted to pick me. Then they wanted me to be first. But I want my people to understand that we already are first if we choose to be. Like, we don't need nobody or no validation for that. That we love ourselves 110%ly, and we don't need love for nobody else if that's not what it comes to, you know. So that's what I want people to strive for, is always strive to be the greatest person that you can be for who you are, because we can always get and gain the life that we want as long as we strive for it. That's what I want.
That was a real ass answer, which is gonna segue into my next question. Earlier we talked about what your favorite bars or lines. What do you feel is your realest song? Like, what's the realest song you ever wrote, and can you go into detail on what that song was about?
I would say UFO. UFO is on FCS3. That is streaming. Bless you. And actually, like, this is crazy that you asked that because he's here. So UFO is actually about his mom, like my cousin. UFO is actually a song that I wrote after my cousin's mom's passing, because before that song, like, this is crazy. This is super heavy. I ain't gonna lie. This is crazy. Before that song, when I got the message and everything, like, this is crazy. I was literally on my computer, and I tried to log into my computer to actually record this song. Damn, this is crazy. And when I clicked on my computer and I clicked on my keyboard, like, my keyboard was going crazy, like different numbers, and it was just like 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2, and then it like randomly typed MER, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm crying, y'all, because this shit is real, bro. This shit real. And then on that message, it like sent, you know how when people used to page and they would send "I love you" in like numbers, and that shit just kept repeating, and that shit tripped me out, bro. That shit tripped me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit tripped me the fuck out.
That's crazy, man.
And I got the message that, you know, his mom's passed away, because his mom's just like my godmom type shit. Like, I love that woman to death, bro. And like, that shit tripped me out, and it took a lot to write that song, but that's like the number one meaningful song that I ever had, like, in my fucking, like, catalog. That shit was recorded, like, on my bullshit ass MacBook and shit, but that is the most meaningful song that I've ever recorded in my life, for sure. After that, second is Heartbreak Hotel. For sure. But hell yeah. Damn,
bro, that's beautiful. We hit a heartstring with that one, but I'm glad you were able to share it with us, man.
Hell yeah.
Just the way how it's coming about right now shows me that's a real ass song.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta go hear that song, bro, because you can just feel the emotion of just talking about it. So that's fucking crazy. Let's go back to a happier time. Before we came to the studio, we were in the car talking about, like, a few performances.
Yeah.
So I just want to go into detail. What is your, like, biggest memorable, like, performance or time that, like, before you perform, anything like that?
I would say, all right. I actually got two.
Let's do it.
The one was actually here on fucking, what the fuck is it, Sunset? And, like, Sunset and Russell, I think it's like a kebab barbecue spot or whatever. Now, but that shit was a hookah lounge. So at that time, shout out to my boy Levon Kennedy put on an event there, and he sat there and had a comedian Lip Lock. Lip Lock was there. Shout out to Lip Lock. And they had this event, bro. And I performed a song. I performed a fucking song. The song is actually on my SoundCloud. And it's called Battery. That's what it's called, Battery. But it's like Untitled number 3 or whatever. I don't know what the fuck. Something for promo use, some shit, whatever. But I performed this song, and then after I performed this song, no, take that back. During the performance of this song, there was a motherfucker there, and he literally got up breakdancing, breakdance. He was feeling it, cause it was more Afro beats type vibe. You know what I'm saying? And then the comedian is the host, and he says he'd get back on the microphone. He was like, nigga, he said that the song was for the ladies, nigga, and you out here breakdancing and shit. So the dude said, bro, I felt that shit. I'm Jamaican. I felt that shit. So that is one of the most memorable times. I wish I could say 3, because there's a 3 too, but 2 is, of course, Brooklyn Bowl. Brooklyn Bowl is fucking insane. Brooklyn Bowl is the most insane shit that I feel like I've ever done.
Why?
For sure. I want to say because Brooklyn Bowl is how you should feel when you're doing this. That's how you're supposed to get shit done. Brooklyn Bowl is professional. Brooklyn Bowl is big time. Not even only that, you have people I'm looking on the walls, Prince done performed here. Bro, that's insane. Prince touched this stage on the same stage as Prince? Bro, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people take a lot of years to do something like that, but I got the chance to perform there, and that's something that, I don't know how many times I can top that. You know, the Roxy was dope in Denver. Shout out to Larry June. That was dope as fuck. But, nothing tops the Brooklyn Bowl, you know, besides that little hookah lounge performance.
Damn. So, man, I came prepared with, a bunch of questions, but just talking to you, just the chemistry, I kind of want to just segue into some shit I just thought of. Okay. So, within the next, let's just say, year or 2 years, how do you plan on growing your fan base? This is going to be kind of like a lead-on, ongoing just question.
Okay. I would say, first of all, merchandise. I do got some new merchandise coming out, feel me? T-shirts and shit. I'm going to have posters and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, when you get a T-shirt, you're going to get a poster and shit with the T-shirt. I think that's, something that I'm really going to push super hard is the merchandise, bro. I want my fans to have something that not only represents me, but represents where I'm from, aside from the music. I think the music is always, a good centerpiece, but in today's time, bro, you just need more than music. So I think people like to wear shit a lot better than they like to listen to new shit and shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say, bro.
So question, because it's kind of like you think about when you get to high school. You're in 9th grade. You're you got 1,500 kids in your class. Yeah. Then 10th grade, it's 1,000. Yeah. Then 11th grade, it's 400. Facts. Then when you graduate, you realize only 180 motherfuckers graduated. So I feel like that's kind of how you've been. I feel like when you start doing music, I felt like there was 36,000 rappers. Right. From where we grew up on the east side. Right. And I'll be honest, now I feel like there's none. Right. You kept it going. What motivated you, or what was your thought process to be I don't care about anyone else. I want to just keep going.
It's something I love doing. You know, this is my piece. You know what I mean? This is literally where I get to come in, talk about life, express myself. I don't have no shrink. You know what I'm saying? Thought about having a shrink, but why the fuck would I have a shrink? I got a microphone, so I take the words that compliment my life, that I need to get off my chest. And how I was talking about earlier and reiterate on, going to a microphone and speaking into a microphone, can't nobody take that away from me. So Like, if I got something on my chest or I gotta hold something in, fuck that. I can come here. I can go ahead and do what I need to do. I can come to Rehab motherfucking studio. Shout out to Niche. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I can do. You know what I mean? Like, and then also, it's more so like, it's not like I'm trying to be number one at anything. You know, like, my thing is like I love doing this. I love using and utilizing my voice as an instrument. I'm gonna get to the point to where I get to play instruments and I get to create my own instrument. You know, like, my end game, I ain't gonna lie. Since we on J Scott TV, we're gonna give him an exclusive. This is my end game, bro. This is really what I envision and I want to do. So my whole plan is to hopefully get to a point to where I can have a residency on the Strip, right? But my residency is only going to be revolved around me because I'm putting it on, right? What I want to do is I want to take people's stories. Music is something that everybody is like in on around the world. Everybody knows music as a language, interpretation. It doesn't matter. Even deaf people know music. So music also represents timepieces in our life. Like, you can hear a song and it takes you back to a time in your life, whether it's good, whether it's bad. It takes you to a time in your life. 1,000,001 people, 1,000,000,001 people in this world. We all have stories. So I want to take people's stories and I want to emulate them and put them really on canvas. I want to do a play, like a live action play, that is orchestrated by a live orchestra that plays people's literally life soundtracks, you know, that people have in stories. Like, when you have stories about yourself and then you come out, just like how I have the story about UFO, you know, I can sit here and have an actor act this out and then it's going into a musical like Broadway, you know, and then that sits here and segues into them playing the music as why you're depicting about that hard story that they're going through or that happy time that you're going through. That's literally my end game. That's why I do this. I want to get to a point to where I know music that I can sit here and dictate it to people that I can actually give back to people as well. You know what I mean?
And then I want to touch on, you just talked about, you got, and I've seen it, you got some fire new merch coming.
Yeah, thank you.
And I feel like a lot of artists, they kind of wait too long. Like, they wait till when they blow up to finally start doing merch. But even though we're talking about merch now, merch isn't new to you.
Right.
Like, you've been doing merch for, I want to say, over 6 years.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So, like, what motivated you to kind of start doing merch so early in your career?
Honestly, like the show at the Roxy, bro. I saw when I saw how Larry June actually moves with his team. That's what opened my eyes to where I was like, okay, like, merchandise is really where you can go ahead and not only make a stamp, but when your music's good, that's cool. But you get two birds in one stone, you know. People like your music, they're gonna want to buy things, you know. So I honestly got off that stage, and I was wearing a shirt that I made. I was wearing literally, it's my F+ symbol, and then it got the same logo that you got on the black one. So that logo is on this gray sweater. Get off stage, and then there's this couple, and they're like, "Bro, I like your crew neck. Where do you get this from?" And I said, "Oh shit, this is mine." I was like, but I didn't bring any with me. Like, I'm literally like here for the show, like, cause I'm here to take in this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm here to understand pretty much what I'm doing. You know, and then that sit here and sat in my mind. After that, like, I'm a person that when I'm at shows and when I'm opening up from somebody, I literally want to see how the fans are. You know what I mean? So I didn't go up on stage. I didn't do all that. I literally went all the way to the entry point of the Roxy, and I'm like all the way by the merch section. So Larry June's on stage, literally on fucking stage. As he's on stage, people are running back buying his merchandise. Buying. They're down to the last sweater. And then they brought like thousands of shirts. They brought like hundreds of sweaters, all this shit. All sold out before he even gets off stage. But the simple fact that His music is good. His fans is vibing with him. That gives them something in the physical form of something that they can hold on to, you know. So the day that you leave and the day that you hang this up, at least they have something to where they can show, yeah, we support it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that put 2 and 2 together for me. Your music's fire. They like what you wear. You get to see them. You know, they get to see you. They want to ask what it is that you got on. You know, just be prepared for it. You know, so that's really what put it in my mind to do the merchandise.
I have a personal question because I'm a Day One fan. I remember all the BDM mixtapes on that pit back in the day.
Oh my God. Shout out to BDM.
BDM. So that was my question. What are you still BDM?
Yeah,
Who's still in
yeah.
BDM? What's going on with
Hell
BDM?
yeah, man. Bringing dope music, bro. BDM. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to Trelly Trail. Shout out to my boy 2 Stack Jack, 1 Take Jake. You know what I'm saying? Keon. Shout out to my... He was supposed to be here tonight, but he couldn't make it tonight. But it's cool. But nah, man. We still that, bro. Like, that's more so like a brotherhood, bro. That is something that's like another stepping stone because, like, what J Scott TV don't know, right, is there's something before BDM, which is my boy Chris and Angel and Trail, which is also NTV. Not Tamat. Shout out to them too, bro. But
Okay.
like, this is like, it's all the collective, bro. Like, now, like, it's me, my cousins, Meadows, like Blueprint. You know what I'm saying? And we just like, it's still all intertwined, bro. Like, they're my brothers, bro. Like, BDM is something that, like, literally, like, set my mind up for, like, it literally set me up for networking, you know, because, like, they leaned on me to be the person to find shows, to be the person to put together some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, they leaned on me for that. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But I was like, okay, you want shows? All right, well, I go out a lot. Let me see if I can get us shows, you know. And then my boy Trail, shout out to Trail, you know, rest in peace, C Knight. You know, C Knight is one of the persons that literally put us on. Like, C Knight really, like, put us on our real big, like, first show. And then shout out to my boy Soto, shout out to Johnny and all them at Truth ENT, because we went to Truth ENT after that. And Truth ENT put us on some stuff, like, had us on, like, a Texas wave and stuff like that, too. So, yeah, like, BDM's still here, yeah.
I feel like your work ethic is second to none. I feel like this is what you're going to do. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to be successful at this.
Thank you.
If you wasn't rapping, though, what would you be doing?
Fuck. I mean, shit, what I'm doing now, bro, I fucking work, bro. I work. Like, 9 to 5s ain't against nobody. Like, bro, I lived every fucking life that you can fucking dream of. You know, we done sold dope, all kinds of shit, bro. We done did that, you know, like, but I went into the 9 to 5 life because rap life wasn't paying, like how I said, you know what I'm saying? So I sat here, I got my chips, bro, learned to trade. You know, got smart, you know, because even after rap, you know, if rap doesn't pan out and if rap wasn't, you know, something that I was shooting for, bro, like, I know things, you know. I've done shit to the point to where I can go and I can make money. I can still make and create my own business. Outside of that, I would just do clothes, bro. I still do merchandise. I'm learning to sew. Because once I saw these motherfucking pieces, you feel me? Like, learning shit like that, bro. Like, I just think, like, I'd still be who I am, bro. I'd still be striving for greatness. I wouldn't be one of you bums.
Random question of the day. Whether it's with your allowance or with your first paycheck, because I don't know, you know, niggas ain't always get allowance in the hood, especially on the east side. But do you remember the first album you ever bought with your own money?
First album ever bought with my own money. Let me see. Because it wasn't DMX. It was after DMX. I would say Young Jeezy the Snowman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fire.
Best Buy, Young Jeezy the Snowman. Yes, sir. That was my first album that I ever bought with my own money. Facts.
Fresh Tarkanian, man, you gave us a lot of great things, my man. Blessed to have you on the platform.
Thank you.
KJ
you.
Scott TV. Can you just let us know whatever you got coming up, whatever you're working on? What can we expect?
Man.
I just heard some fire shit in the booth today. But what can we expect next from Fresh Tarkanian?
I would say that I do have a little EP that I am going to put together. I'm planning to drop that May 29th,
Oh,
2025. It's called Over Summer, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop that. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any shows. I'm going to get back on the merchandise real heavy, real quick.
merch is fire, y'all.
Thank you.
Look out for the merch.
Thank you. And yeah, bro, I'm just recording. I'm stacking up these songs. I got songs, bro. I got Niche can vouch for this. We've been working. We always stay working. I'm always in here. Got songs. Thinking about releasing a project because people been asking me for a project, but I just don't feel like people really appreciate projects. Like, I just don't feel like that. Like, really, I don't know if y'all really appreciate projects. So depending on how many more people I ask if they want a project from me, I'm gonna get. But y'all getting an EP, so that's close enough. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you mentioned that because I was going to cut it, but I'm glad you mentioned that because I do feel like that our attention span is just so low. Where like
Facts.
projects are.
Facts.
It's just sometimes it's like they're here. You can put out a 17, 19
Yeah.
track project and it's here today and gone tomorrow. So
Bro.
I like the fact of EPs. Let me put out these little 3, 4, 5 songs, blah blah, and then okay, you like it? All right, let me get another EP, 3, 4, 5 songs.
Bro, Chris
Stay in
Brown.
the algorithm, keep it going.
Chris Brown released double disc CDs. How many
I
songs?
still
do you
haven't
know?
heard everything. It's crazy.
I just want y'all to be real. How many songs do y'all know? I seen that this man put out what was it, like 40 songs?
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
I
I don't even have anxiety, but sometimes I just look at that many songs. I'm just like, oh, I can't.
we're just
I
not
can't.
in that time. Like, that's how I feel. I just feel like we're not. I just don't feel like music is appreciated like it was back then. For one, a lot of people talk about bullshit, and for two, a lot of people are trying to be a facade so that and relates with the bullshit, you know. But I just don't feel like a lot of people out there are caring enough for music to the point to where they want to hear whole projects. Instead, they want to hear clips. Like, that's why TikTok is just crazy, you know.
Let the people know where they can find you and follow you.
Got you. If you want to, you can Google me at Fresh Tarkanian. Make sure the S is a dollar sign. Put that TARKANIAN, and you will hear and see everything I got. If not, if you're on Instagram, follow me at Silas Cream, CYLUS_cream. If anybody knows Wu-Tang, that's cash rules. Everything around me, cream, get the money, dollar bills, y'all. But everything is under Fresh Tarkanian, man. You can get me on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Pandora, fucking iHeart, anything that you streaming on, bro. Go ahead, plug me in, listen to anything. Go ahead, hit me up. Let me know if you like something. Let me know if you dislike something. That way we can put you on to something that you may like. You feel me?
Can I get a Kid J Scott TV sign off?
Man, hey, everybody, you need to come on down to Keep It Real with Kid J Scott TV. My dog, thank you.
Thank you for the interview. I appreciate
Yes,
it.
sir, ski.
Sign off, Kid J Scott TV. Follow the channel. We lit.